Hold up. Please just fucking, no. Any long ones? No? What the okay, whatever. I don't need it. But, anyway. Stop. I'm gonna put up a poll. Okay, so, I'm gonna be talking about V3 in this stream, and why it is the worst in the main series. Yes, I've said it out loud. I am going to admit that it is definitely the worst out of the Danganronpa main series of games. Now, we're only talking about the first 3 here. We're not talking about Ultra, any animes, or any shit like that. I haven't played through the first one entirely, but I have played through the first one a bit, so there is that. Just kind of keep in mind. So, I have a couple problems with the game. Now, I kind of already did a review type thing a while back when I was on chapter 4-ish, I kind of want to say. Like, I was going into chapter 4 trial at that time, I think. So, I had a general idea. So, now that I know the actual story and what to expect from the game, let's talk about it. So, basically, I'm going to be talking about non-spoilers from here. And then I'll get into more spoiler-y territory later. But, basically, a killing game started again with the Ultimate Juveniles at the Killing Academy the Academy for Ultimate Juveniles. So, I feel like that concept could be really cool in concept, but in reality, there's only, like, one bad person. Not counting the actual mastermind thing or whatever. And you go through it, trying to find a mastermind, connecting with characters, which are honestly pretty bland and honestly kind of forgetful. But besides that, being totally honest, it is probably the most graphically pleasing / most best looking Danganronpa game. Danganronpa game out of the main 3. So that's kind of a thing. Well, granted, it is the newest, so of course they'll have that power. But I feel like a good example of it is that they can't. Most of the games have staled image characters, if that makes sense in a way. So, like, in the first game, they would probably just stand still, even if they are in a like a specific, like, pose or something in a sense like that. They usually just do that. But in V3, no matter what character you're on, they still keep that pose from the last time that you talk to them. So if they're like this, they're going to stay like this until you talk to them again. Which is very cool, or like you reset the screen or something. It's just so cool in my opinion that they're able to do that. And I think it looks not grammatically, but looks amazing and definitely probably the best looking game out of every single one, including the cutscenes. The cutscenes are sometimes copy and paste. I'll get into that later. But they look pretty stunning. I'm not gonna lie. For the style that is DR, which I'm probably just gonna call it from now on because apparently people really hate it. It goes from probably oddly the greatest looking to oddly probably like great looking to looking bad on purpose in kind of like a way, if that makes sense. Like there's nothing that they could have really done there in a way, if that makes sense. But besides that, to get into my non-spoilery, complaints, the characters are so bland and so unforgettable. Besides Kokichi, Maki, yourself, Kaede, and fucking Kaito, I can barely even fucking remember literally anyone besides those. Like, I can remember the cast, but, like, I don't, like, Tabashiga, I think is her name, the dojo girl, Angie, the guy that wears the mask, the, Gonta, Mew, Kaede, Soichi, yeah. But besides that, and like the cutscenes, body discovering announcements, and all that shit looks amazing. I'm gonna get into spoiler from here on out. It looks... The game story is meaningless because apparently there's been 53 Danganronpa games and all of it's been fucking pointless up to that point. So, the next game can continue in one of two ways. One of them down V3's path, which is gonna be bullshit no matter what. And then the second way is going down a completely wrong path. I mean, completely new path, or the path that they already did. And plus, let me tell you, after playing through V3, I thought I knew the Danganronpa story pretty well. Going through V3, I can tell you word for word how the fucking character said it, because apparently in the last trial, they said it about 50 times, and that's pretty bullshit. And also, can I just say that that trial had some oddly hard minigames, in a way. Like, not bad or hard minigames or anything like that. Just kind of weird minigames, I guess I kind of want to put it. Like, this is probably the first time in the series where you have to fail a minigame to, like, move on. In a way, which is kind of cool. Which is kind of cool, I guess. I think you fuck up Bullet, Taxi, Word, and Mine. I think you fuck up. I think. I don't think you fuck up Mine, but I know you fuck up Word. Also, there was a bullet in there, which was so fucking difficult. Now, I'm going to admit, I played on the easy mode, like, the most easiest mode that you possibly can. I'm not gonna lie with that, so the rhythm game was hard, but not bad. So, like, I can't say shit about that, or anything but difficulty like that. But, oh my god, that non-stop debate, or, like, the thing that you hear with inside the crowd. Oh my god, that was so fucking hard. So, in the game you have stars, and what the stars can do, basically just slow down the game, or speed it up, or do some weird things. Hold up, sorry. But, with this bullet, you shoot all the spares. Literally, every single frame has a despair thing, which is so... It's just so fucking bullshit. But also, another thing, I did not know going in a lot about V3. This was probably the one game that I knew the least about going into it. And then probably going out the least satisfied I could have probably ever been. Like, granted, the second game had a bad ending, like, and not, like, oh my god, it's a top tier ending, like, best ending in all of gaming history. No. It did have a beautiful ending, though. I'm not gonna lie. For how bullshit that ending was, I think it was beautiful. Just kind of in my personal opinion. But that's just kind of me talking. And also, another very kind of annoying thing that I kind of want to bring up is that they had some really great executions. Like, probably the best in this entire series so far. Just looks, characters that they did, and just shit like that. Which is so insane to me. Like, it's not even funny. Gonta's, Kaito's, and technically fucking Samugi's. I don't really like hers, but I like the cutscene. But fucking, oh my god, the first time that I saw, I think his name was, no, not Kaito, but Kurugio or something weird like that. I felt like that was so bullshit of an execution for a character, which I say had probably the best and most interesting kind of look. So basically kind of like a Celeste in a way, but not really. Now, granted, it was a chapter 3, so of course it would have been bad and killing off a few characters here and there. But with who they killed, I don't think it's that interesting. I mean, I think it's interesting, but, like, not the best. But, like, I literally had to look at a video of literally someone explaining the backstory of the execution, or behind the scenes of the execution, to have a decent liking to the execution. But I am not gonna lie, best soundtrack in DDR history. One of the best soundtracks in any of the games. Maybe besides execution tracks in the first game, I could probably battle with those. And maybe the second game's atmosphere, but besides that, okay. Now, basically, my main problem with the game are annoying characters which do not deserve what this game is. If you don't know what this game is, it's basically it's a fucking TV show. That is the simplest and most easiest way to put it. So, 1, 2, and I believe End of Hope's Peak, I think. Looking at the image, I think all existed. I mean, all were fictional stories. So basically, if DDR was fake, like the first 2 were fake, but the third one was real. Also, I think it's bullshit that they called it V3 because of 55. They should have just called it Danganronpa A New Beginning or something. Or just something different besides fucking V3. Because 53 is just fucking bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. And 53 is not... Why? I don't get this fucking game. Now, granted, I literally just did the last trial fucking yesterday at, like 1 o'clock in the morning is, like, when I fucking finished. So, I was not in a great fucking mood, and I'm still kind of tired. Granted, but... Like, I'm gonna take Chapter 3, for example. I think Chapter 3 had the most satisfying character deaths in all of DDR history. Now, there has been an annoying characters, but just so so many fucking annoying characters to the point where I'm just like, I cannot take these characters anymore. I just don't like them. Fucking Atula's a bad thing. Fucking Tanko, despising men's annoying. Like, I'm not kidding. If you probably do her free time event as Kaede, it would have been easier than doing it as fucking Suichi. I'm not gonna fucking lie. Her character is just so annoying. And it's those two characters which drive me to this fucking point. Those two characters are the worst characters in DDR history. Now, I say that claim boldfully knowing that I know nothing about them. I don't know any other backstory, and that's the bad thing. Now, this is kind of a problem within all of the games. I wish learning about their fucking backstory is easier to do than literally anything. Because, like, what you have to do is that you have to... Now, this is doing it within story, so this is, like, 100% completion within story, I like to call it. So, like, for example, if you're playing, like, something like Yoshi, but you need to collect all 20 coins, you do it within your first try or something. But to do it, so bullshit. Now, the first crystal... pretty easy to get. Like, you can probably get everyone one crystal. But those crystals are used for the trials. Those trials crystals, those, like, hope fragments, those friendship fragments, or whatever the fuck. I'm not gonna lie, some of them are pretty useful. Like, there is one which silences everything besides the one that you're on. That one's probably more useful. There's one that gives you hearts. There's one that gives you a shit ton of... My main problem with it is how fucking expensive they are. And how bullshit some of the characters' things are. Because there's precedence in the game, and it's like a random system, and the random system is sometimes bullshit. And for that to work, you have to... I'm gonna just take Kaito, for example. Like, the first crystal, you just go up and talk to him. For the second crystal, you have to give him something, no matter what. So, like, at a minimum, you would have to at least guess the right thing, get the right thing that he enjoys enough to talk to you more about his backstory, and then you get one crystal from that. And at a minimum, there's 1 to 2 of these per chapter. And you can talk to get 2 crystals. There's something in the shop for 16. Like, okay, so granted, you do start off with 16, and then the level that you get, like, there is a leveling system, which I'm fine with. I didn't end on 69. Damn it. I think I ended on, like, 58 or something. But, like... it's just so bullshit, because I would love to learn some of these characters, like Kokichi, Kaito, but someone to just fucking talk to them is so asinine bullshit. I'd rather just learn their thing for YouTube, and, like, understand them from YouTube. Like Mikan, for example, how she got abused and, like, moved on, so that's why she has Band-Aids. I learned that from YouTube. I did not learn that from in-game. But if your favorite character dies off, you cannot get any more crystals from them for the rest of the game. So you have to literally find out who is going to die or not for you to, like, be happy. And I feel like a very annoying example of this is literally any of the first deaths. So, like, Byakuya's, or Teruteru's, or fucking Rantoma's, or Kaede's. Kaede's is technically impossible to get until the end of the game. You're guaranteed 16 at the beginning. You're guaranteed 16 because you get, like this, you get the star for talking to them at the beginning, but that counts as 1 crystal. But if you do the free time event, you're guaranteed 1 more. So I think on average, a player going into the first trial would have, like, between 16 to 20 of them. and like the most like you can buy a bunch of things or like no things, and now that's kind of a problem within the main series, but I feel like this blooms so much more with V3. I think the system's bullshit. I hate that system. Like, I just despise it. So I'm at the point of the game where I'm like, I'm just not gonna waste my time with this shit and literally fucking skip it. But I don't want to do that. But like, I don't care enough about these characters or care enough about this shitty game to move on. Like, this game is just so bad. Like, probably one of the worst. Like, I've said this enough, but the worst Danganronpa main series game, not counting Ultra Despair Girls, is V3 or 53 for a bunch of different reasons. And I would love to show the game to you guys. Like, genuinely, I think it's probably one of the most disappointing things I could have done. Because, literally, still, after I completed this, I was hoping I could at least live stream it and do this in there. But nope. Apparently, this game fucking hates me. I'll see you guys.